some apples up into the next moon mission, which would be amazing.
So the Apple 50 was in space.
Oh, it was? Aloha, friends. We are in Wetzlar, Germany. We traveled all the way from Maui, Hawaii, to the home of Leica Camera, right behind us. Today we're going to be meeting with the Senior Vice President, Stefan Daniel, and Peter Karbe, the wizard of optical engineering, responsible for some of the most iconic and legendary lenses ever designed in the history of photography.
We'll learn why the professional photos we take of our clients on the beaches of Maui are so unique and beautiful.
So stick around for this beautiful VIP experience. It's cold here. We got to get back to Maui quick. Welcome to Artists with Cameras. I have the honor and privilege of being at Leica Headquarters in Wetzlar, Germany. We traveled all the way from Maui, Hawaii to be here today with two people I've been wanting to talk with and interview for quite some time. Stefan Daniel, Senior Vice President of Leica, the man in charge of keeping this place running like a well-timed shutter. And Peter Karbe, the optical wizard engineer of some of our favorite lenses. So thank you, gentlemen, both for taking a few minutes out and also for your hospitality. It's been fantastic being here. I recommend every photographer come to Wetzlar to experience what we just did because, as I told Stefan, if we were 8-year-olds, this would be a chocolate factory. So Stefan, lovely conversation this morning at breakfast. And one of the things that stood out to me is the resurgence of film and film photography with a younger generation. And what are you seeing right now with film? I recently purchased an MP, loving it. And I see that you also announced a new black and white film as well. So can you talk a little bit about what you're seeing sort of in the marketplace of younger folks with film?
Yeah. The remarkable thing for me is that this is not popular amongst our generation, but with young people who might have not experienced film photography in the past. For them, it's something completely new. It's something they have never experienced before. Mm-hmm. And also, I think it's a counterweight to their digital environment. Where everything only consists of zeros and ones. Mm. And to have something tangible, something which cannot be easily duplicated, and also the need to concentrate, to get it right the first time, and the community around it. I think that's very popular among these people.
Mm-hmm. Do you think that it's really an anti-AI movement with, all this mobile generation of any image you want of anybody?
Maybe it's in some sort an anti or a digital detox environment to concentrate fully on one thing and not to get distracted by popping up windows on your phone and messages or whatever, so that you concentrate on one thing. And that is also for me, it's a great thing. It's like a meditation in a sort.
Looking forward in the next 20 years, there's a generation of young people that don't even know what Kodak film is or Leica film is or typical celluloid film is. They hear the word film and they think it's video. So looking out 20 years, the kids that are being born now, what's Leica's path to attract those people when they become adults? Because all they're growing up with is iPads, iPhones, AI-generated everything. Is there something in the works or something that you envision going forward?
So we believe in an analog photography. We never stopped making film analog cameras. And also our new Leica monoplan film coming out is a clear statement that we continue this path. I think it needs some education and some experience by the younger generation to discover this type of photography. I think that cannot only be done by Leica alone. This needs a whole community of photo finishers and art galleries and so on.
You know, when we were on the tour today and really learning more of deeper history than what you can read on the internet, it really seems like Oscar Barnack was the Steve Jobs of that time frame, you know, making things compact, and it changed the world. I mean, the 35 millimeter camera, it's amazing that it's still here today, but looking forward, is there a way to bring the cost of accessing this film photography to younger generation? You know, how are you doing that versus, you know, these beautiful, you know, expensive cameras today?
I think that there are many cameras around there, even Leica's vintage ones. And if you look like to a Leica R series, you can explore a Leica camera at a quite low price, actually. We also offer these cameras in our network with our Leica pre-owned program. So I would say it's not only that we offer the new cameras, but also vintage ones, which also have a warranty, so that the risk that it breaks is low. And so from that perspective, we have something here, even for the people who want to enter in a lower price range.
The big topic you see in the news whenever, especially in America, is the tariffs. I want to switch topics here. How have the Trump tariffs affected your company and demand? And have you seen any demand destruction, or what have you noticed with it?
Yeah, first of all, the good thing is that the percentage is not that high. So I think for the time being, we could avoid the worst. And fortunately, our customers, if they want it, I think they find a way to buy it. So so far, we do not see any negative impact right now.
That's really great news. That's wonderful. Do you see now with the launch, we happen to be just a few days after the new launch, what has been of the M-EV1? This seems to be a new iteration that you want to take forward for M shooters. Going online, even in my own Facebook groups, it's very polarizing. There's traditionalists, and then there's the pragmatic. What have you seen initially? Because even all the influencers that are out there giving their own opinions about this, what have you noticed, and what are you forecasting?
So we were absolutely conscious that this camera would polarize, but we decided to bring it onto the market because there was a substantial amount of requests by M photographers, but not only, to have such kind of camera. And our clear commitment is that we will continue the optomechanical rangefinder, the classic Leica M, alongside this new model. So to put it quite simple, if you want to buy a rangefinder M, go for it. If you want a new one, you can buy this one. There's no obligation, and we will continue to offer both lines.
Going from memory, from some of the questions that I received, one gentleman asked, why doesn't the Q series have 2 card slots or a micro SD backup?
It's size.
Oh, okay.
Simple. There's no space.
Okay. Battery support for the older models. There's a lot of thousands of people that have the older model cameras. What is your forecast for that, the battery series for those? Are you going to continue to have them in inventory? What's your...
So we were relying on the manufacturers who did that when the production of these cameras was running. Unfortunately, some of these suppliers are in difficulties, so that we can no longer source from them. That's why we initiated a redesign for these battery types.
so that we are able to supply that on a long term. And that's our commitment. Whether it's M9 or M-Type 240 or M10, these batteries temporarily now not available, but it's our commitment to have supply for these batteries in the future.
Wonderful. Okay. Last question is on the monochrome series. I understand the rumors are that there's going to be a Q3 monochrome coming as well. And anything you can give us on that, or is that just rumors at this point?
I will not comment on products which are not yet out.
Okay. Well, so Peter, I wanted to begin this discussion with appreciation for what you do and your team. Because from a business perspective of what we do, our primary photography business is taking photos of families, weddings, that sort of thing on the beach at sunset.
Yes.
Now, prior to coming to Leica, I was using another brand and another set of lenses. And those, anytime I would take photos of individuals with their backs to the sun, we of course would get lens flare, chromatic aberration, all of these fancy terms until I got the Apo. And if you could explain in layman's terms to our audience a little bit about the history of the design of the Apo lens, why it's so special, why this beautiful little lens at $10,000 is worth it. I know we've paid over this lens many times with our photography, but I don't think that our customers realize when they look at our photos online, when they look to select photographers, our photos stand out because nobody can capture the sun behind the subjects in such a way that they're crisp, they're clear, they're high contrast. Usually they're just got these what they call artistic lens flares, which we know is, just terrible aberrations. Their noses are purple, in the silhouette of the nose, and they can't be fixed in post. And so they don't know why they're choosing us because they don't know the Apo, what it stands for. We try and educate them. I was telling Stefan that on our website, we educate our clients about the lenses because they're so special. Could you explain a little bit to talk about what makes this lens so special?
Okay. So APO says that the color correction is very, very well done. And color correction means that the point of focus is for all colors. It's the same. And
so when light enters the lens directly, can you talk a little bit about the physics? I was bottom of my class in physics, that's why I'm a photographer. But could you explain why?
So when light is going through glass, dispersion happens. And dispersion means that the white light will be dispersed into its wavelengths. You see it when you see a rainbow, this is dispersion, and then you can see
Which
all
in
the
Hawaii
colors.
we get rainbows every day.
So, and APO says that this dispersion is reduced to a very small amount, so that the color aberration will not appear, yes, and that's the point. And to do this, you need special glasses. And to implement special glasses, we are very familiar with that because we had for a long time our own glass laboratory where we built these glasses or produced these glasses. And so in this case, in the Apo 50, we combined glass technology and A-sphere technology on the one side and floating element at the third point to get the performance on a very high level. And performance on a very high level means no color aberration and so forth. The second thing is that we also put a lot of effort into reducing ghost and flare, as you explained. When sunlight is in the back and the sun is in the back, ghost and flare appears very fast. And to reduce that, we implement coating systems so that we can get rid of it. And not only coating, but also how the lenses are assembled, and all these things are part of the total image you have with the Apo Summicron. Yes.
How long did it take you to come up with the idea and the design and the challenges that you face? Because this seems like a very complex task.
So the idea for this lens I had very early, but at that time when I made the proposal to do this lens, eight lens elements, including one A-sphere with high performance. At analog times, there was no need from the market. And so it took more time to decide to develop or to put it into production. And this was with the market introduction of the M9 monochrome, because monochrome means high resolution, and high resolution on the sensor side needs lenses with high resolution, and this combination was fine. So I had it nearly 10 years in my drawer.
Wow.
this design, but prepared for the market was prepared for that with an M9 monochrome, I think, yes.
And so you have the 35 APO, the 50 APO, the 75 APO, and then you also have it on the SL line as well.
SL line,
yeah.
yes.
Which one's been the most popular seller of all of them?
I think the 35, yes, isn't it? Yes.
Yeah, because it's the most versatile. Yeah.
Even though all these lenses are on a very high level, not only at infinity, close focus, and all these SL APOs are prepared for the future. So if there will come a higher resolution sensor, for example, 100 megapixel, this will not be a problem for these lenses, yes.
The intersection of art and engineering is very evident here at Leica. And I don't see this with other manufacturers. I don't want to grab an XYZ camera from another manufacturer. Whenever I reach for the camera, I'm always looking for that experience, that shot, that image, that I call it the IKEA effect, right? Which is, in IKEA, you take, build it yourself, and using the manual lenses and the manual focus, you're doing it yourself, and you feel a little bit more artistic in that way. But to have this this engineering masterpiece is really remarkable. How many man hours does it take from start to finish to create an Apple lens?
How many?
How many man hours? How many?
Man hours.
Yeah.
Oh.
We calculated it once for the Apo 35, and it's 14 hours and 15 minutes.
Wow. That's actually very fast. Okay.
Yeah, it's not only the man hours, it's also the material we implement and all this stuff.
Wonderful. What, looking ahead now in the next, you've been here 4 decades? I don't remember. How many years have you?
Nearly 40 years.
Yeah, okay.
Nearly, so.
What do you see? You've covered the range of engineering of these fabulous lenses. What's next? What's left to conquer? What is your team back there working, with hammers and chisels?
So we were always targeting faster, more compact, and higher performance. These 3 things. And we are still ongoing in that direction, I think. More compact, faster, and higher performance, or keep the performance as it is today, but more compact and faster.
Can there, from an engineering perspective, be a 0.95 APO? Is that possible?
At the moment, we have no solution for that.
Really?
So, but because a high aperture of fast lens requires high refractive index glasses, and these glasses introduce color aberration, and to balance this is a difficult thing. But I think in the future, perhaps there will be
interesting
an APO in that direction.
Okay. Well, I told Stefan I have several astronaut friends. I would love to see a Leica go up into space. And, there's another company that has that claim to fame, but maybe we can, some apples up into the next moon mission, which would be amazing.
So the Apple 50 was in space.
Oh, it was?
Yeah.
Oh, I did not know this.
Yeah.
Tell us the story, please.
It's a hidden story.
Okay. Can you talk about it?
No, I don't. I forgot the details.
Oh,
but,
okay.
But we prepared a lens system for using in space. Yes.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yes.
That's great.
Because high performance and very compact.
Mm-hmm.
This is a good good for space use. Yes. So,
Wonderful, wonderful. Well, I thank you both for your time. It's been an honor and a pleasure to be here. And like I said, it's like an 8-year-old coming to a chocolate factory, and we got a taste of all the chocolates, and we ended up buying some. So, but thank you very much, both of you.
Thank you for coming over.
Absolutely.
All the way from
Yeah.
Hawaii.
Yeah.